Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all the panel member and the shareholder for the extraordinary general meeting of Deccan Gold Mines Limited. I now hand over the proceeding to the chairman. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, shareholders. I am Kailasam, Chairman of the Board of Deccan Gold Mines Limited. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024, and the time is 11:30 a.m. I have joined the meeting from Bangalore. At the outset, I welcome all of you to this extraordinary general meeting of Deccan Gold Mines Limited. This meeting is being held through video conference in accordance with the circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Before we start the main proceedings of the meeting, I would like to introduce my colleagues on the board and management. I welcome Dr. Hanuma Prasad, Managing Director, Mr. Govind Subhasaman, Ms. Deepthi, and Mr. Ilango, our directors who have joined remotely. I also welcome Mr. Subramaniam, Executive Director and Company Secretary, and Mr. Karunagaran, CFO, who have joined the meeting from the company's corporate office at Bangalore. I confirm that statutory auditors and the secretarial auditors are present for the meeting through video conferencing, and I welcome them to the meeting. I have been informed that the requisite quorum being present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting. Participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per the circulars issued by MCA and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. I call this meeting to order. I now request Mr. Subramaniam to provide general instructions to the members regarding participation in the meeting. Over to Subbu.
Good morning, everyone. Members may note that this EGM is being held through video conferencing in accordance with the Companies Act and the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. Facility for joining this meeting through video conference or other audio-visual basis has been made available to the members on a first-come, first-served basis. The documents related to the EGM, including statutory registers, have been made available electronically for inspection by the members. As the EGM is being held through video conference, the facility for attending the meeting through proxies is not allowed, and hence the proxy register for inspection is not available. The company has received requests from a few members to register them as speakers at the meeting. Accordingly, the floor will be open for these members to ask questions or express their views. The moderator will facilitate this session once the floor is open for questions. It may be noted that the company reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions depending on the availability of time at the EGM. The company has provided the facility to cast votes electronically on all resolutions set forth in the notice. Members who have not cast their votes yet electronically and who are participating in this meeting will have an opportunity to cast their votes during the meeting through the e-voting system provided by link in time. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the notice or appearing on the video conference page for seamless participation through video conference. In case members face any difficulty, they may reach out on the helpline numbers. Thank you very much. Over to the chairman.
Thank you, Subramaniam. As the notice is already circulated to all the members, with the consent of members, I take the notice dated April 16, 2024, along with the corrigendum dated April 25th, 2024, convening the meeting as read. We now come to the formal proceedings of the meeting. I will now take up the resolutions as set forth in the notice. Remember that we are not taking hand vote here, so I will just read out the title of the resolution. Number 1, increase in authorized share capital, ordinary resolution. Number 2, offer and issue of compulsorily convertible debentures by the company, convertible into equivalent number of equity shares on preferential basis through private placement for cash consideration. It's a special resolution. Number 3, offer and issue of optionally convertible cumulative redeemable preference shares by the company convertible into equivalent number of equity shares on preferential basis through private placement for cash consideration. Special resolution. Number 4, offer and issue of equity shares by the company on preferential basis through private placement for cash consideration. It's a special resolution. Number 5, approval of Deccan Gold Mines Limited Stock Incentive Plan 2024 and grant of employee stock options to the eligible employees of the company. It's a special resolution. Approval for extension of Deccan Gold Mines Limited Stock Investment Plan 2024 and grant of employee stock options to the eligible employees of the subsidiary companies or associate companies, including future subsidiary companies or associate companies. It's a special resolution. Number 7, approval for grant of stock options aggregating to 1% or more of the issued share capital of the company. It's a special resolution. The text of the above resolutions, along with the explanatory statement, has been provided in the notice circulated to the members. Now, I would request Hanuma Prasad to address the shareholders. Over to Mr. Hanuma Prasad.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Good morning to all the shareholders. Again, it's a pleasure to meet all of you once again. I think this is again one more stepping stone, one more achievement as a team for us. We have raised a good amount of money, about I think 58 crores we have raised, which obviously will be used for the development of two key projects. That one is Jonagiri project, which is getting into the production very soon. That is by October, we are hoping to get the production out of that project. And also the other project, that is Kyrgyzstan Altintor project, where actually I am now in Kyrgyzstan. We are finalizing the schedule, etc. So by the end of this year, we plan to get into the production here. So the money that has been raised will be used for these two projects. So it's a really it's a crucial time that the money has come, and I personally thank the investors who have confidence in us to invest the money into the company. So going forward, obviously we will be giving some more updates about this project through BSA releases and maybe through press, etc. For the time being, without taking much of time, I would like to update on few of the things that we have been doing. So I will start with the Jonagiri project. As you are all aware that we plan to get into the production by October this year. I think we are on the track. A lot of the construction has happened and a few bits and pieces. When if I give detailed account of it, the water pipeline is being laid down now, power line is almost done now, and the construction is almost nearing to the completion. So we are on the track, and we'll get into the production by October. We are very confident of that. And also there is a pilot plant. I think we are producing small amounts of gold. This month also we are selling some gold there, and we are in fact upgrading the pilot plant also. Previously there was only gravity circuit. Last month we have put in cyanide leach circuit also into that. So the recovery in the pilot plant would increase, and also it will give us the confidence when we start the bigger plant. So that is the update with regard to the Jonagiri project. The other one is the Kyrgyzstan project, the Altintor project. As you all know, there is about 6 tons of gold in this project. We have 60% in this project also, and some of the money that is being raised will come into this project now. So where we are with this, recently we have obtained all the permissions, including the environment clearances, public approvals, or all those things have been obtained. Now we are into the construction mode. In fact, 2 days back, we had a gathering, and then we commenced the workings there in the project site. I think that also we announced to the market. The plan of action is in the next 6 months. By first week of December, we should commission the processing plant. So that is the target we have kept. I think we will be able to achieve it. Some of the equipment have already been ordered, and today the team is finalizing to order all the equipment that is required, and we will hopefully finish this construction by December. The beauty of this project is there are few low hanging fruits here. Like there are about 0.6 million tons of tailings and about 1 million ton of low grade stockpiles are there. So first 3 to 4 years we will be processing these materials, which at very low OPEX. So we are looking at a very good EBITDA margin for the next 4 years from this project. Around 350 to 400 kilos of gold we will be producing out of this project. So making use of the current gold prices, which are also very high, I think this is a key project in our portfolio. Other than that, in the Tanzania project, let me come to the Finland project. Finland project also, we have a small amount of ore on the surface. We are planning to excavate that ore and get it treated by the third party. It may not happen because currently public hearing is going on, public consultation is going on in Finland, in the project area. So we may not be ready for this year, but next summer, that is starting from around April or May next year, we'll get into the mining operations in Finland as well. It's a small open pit mine that will open. I think next year we'll start doing that now. Other than that, our gold projects in Tanzania, as you know, we last few months back, we have identified high-grade quartz veins in that area. Unfortunately, we could not get into that project area again because of heavy rains and also cyclone. I think now the rainy season is coming to an end by 15th of this month. So our teams are going again there to explore and develop the project. So we are also very hopeful about that project. Very soon we will be able to find some resources in the Tanzanian project. So this is as far as the gold portfolio is concerned. And in terms of critical metals, as you know, we have a separate vertical for critical metals, and we are moving forward and acquiring some more assets also, hopefully, which could strengthen our critical mineral portfolio. We already have a couple of them in our portfolio. One is the nickel copper platinum project in Chhattisgarh. We are expecting to get the execution done after the elections. Actually, all the paperwork has been completed, and they said, Chhattisgarh government said, once the elections are over, they will execute the license. And we have already spoken to the geophysical contractors to start the geophysical work on the site. I think in the next 6 months, starting from June, we'll have a full-fledged exploration going on in Chhattisgarh project. Same is the case with our lithium project in Tanzania, where we have got the license. Once rain stop, we'll start the exploration there also. So, and in multiple fronts, we have been working. I think the main focus is to put these two projects into commercial mode by the end of this year. And personally, I'm confident of achieving this. We have dedicated teams in both the places who are working. Apart from all our assets, we have also made significant progress in the our consultancy business out of Dubai. So as we speak, there are about in 5 countries we are working. That is Zambia, Malawi, Somaliland, and also we have taken up a project in Kyrgyzstan on a consultancy basis, and in Ivory Coast. These are the 5 places our teams are working, and it's all done from the Dubai. So this year onwards, maybe in the coming few months, you will see the revenues coming into it. Already we have got some money there through the consultancy, and we will get some more. You can see the clear revenue mode, I think, in another couple of months in Dubai office. And we are also buying some of the equipment like drones and sensors to carry out drone-based geophysical surveys for our clients. So it's a good progress we have made. And once again, I thank all the shareholders for their support and all the team, which are, both in the corporate office and various other places that we are working. It required a very high amount of coordination, which luckily with a good team, we are able to do it. And I also thank all the directors who are backing the whole programs and giving valuable suggestions for us to go forward. I think that's all from my end. And uh, yeah, any questions on this? We are happy to take it.
Yeah. Thank you, Prasad. Seeing that journey, what you have commenced is blossoming quarter after quarter. This is what is our observation. Now I request Subbu to brief the shareholders about the Q&A session. Over to Subbu.
Yeah. Dear shareholders, thank you for taking time and joining the EGM today. Before we go live with the session, here are some points to note for your convenience. Kindly turn on your video when you are projected on the broadcast screen. Kindly unmute yourself and proceed to ask the question. Please mention your name and the location from where you are joining. Once you have asked a question, you can log off and continue to watch the proceedings. Each shareholder will have about 2 minutes for their questions, and to avoid repetition and enable smooth flow of questions, the board will respond after all the questions have been taken. So over to the moderator, so he can invite the speaker who have registered for the EGM.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite our first speaker for the meeting, Ms. Lekha Shah. Lekha ma'am, you are in the panel. Please enable your video and you may speak now.
Hello,
Yes,
am I
ma'am, you are
audible,
audible.
sir?
You are audible, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members, good morning to all of you. Myself, Lekasha from Mumbai. First of all, since I think in time allowed to log in without any problem. सर हम कभी कभी मीटिंग ज्वाइन करने के लिए भूल जाते हैं, लेकिन जरूर उसका स्पीकर नंबर और हम लोग को मीटिंग लॉग इन करने के लिए लिंक इन डेम हमेशा हमें याद करती है, स्पेशली हमारे जितेश भाई, आशीष भाई, प्रशांत सर. सर वो लोग को हमेशा अपने कंपनी में रखिएगा और वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग कंटिन्यू करिएगा सर. सर thank you Hanuman Prasad ji for such a informative and wonderful presentation. सर और कुछ क्वेश्चन मुझे पूछने का था, आपने चेयरमैन सर को मेरे को क्वेश्चन पूछने का कुछ चांस ही नहीं दिया सर. इतना अच्छे तरह से आपने हमें समझाया, कोई भी क्वेश्चन मेरा साइड में नहीं है. Again sir, I acknowledge the timely receipt of notice which was sent well in time our company secretary Subramaniam sir. I found the EGM notice. It's really useful with lot of information. सर 2-3 मीटिंग वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हो गया है सर. सुब्रमण्यम सर अभी तक हमें कांटेक्ट नहीं किया. मैं एवरी मीटिंग में सर को रिक्वेस्ट कर रही हूँ, सुब्रमण्यम सर प्लीज हमें जरा कांटेक्ट कर दीजिएगा. I am proud to be a shareholder of this company. Today's meeting, I believe any decision taken from the Chairman sir will be good for the shareholders. Chairman sir, I pray to God that He always shower His blessings upon you. Sir, I am confident that with your vision and determination, you will lead our company to greater heights. And also, I pray to God our company should progress more and more under you and your team, sir. So, I strongly and wholeheartedly support the special resolutions for today's meeting and my best wishes always our company and its prosperity. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite our next speaker for the meeting, Mr. Abhishek. Mr. Abhishek, you are in the panel. Please enable your video and you may speak now. Mr. Abhishek. Hello. Mr. Abhishek, you may speak now. Mr. Abhishek, you are in the panel. Please speak. It seems some connectivity issue. Please move to the next speaker. Now I invite our next speaker for the meeting, Mr. Ankur Chanda. Mr. Ankur, you are in the panel. Please enable your video and you may speak now.
I am audible?
Sir, you are audible.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. Sir, I just want to say that our corporate governance is too good. तो इसलिए वैसे तो दिक्कत नहीं है सर, लेकिन थोड़ी सी ये है कि अपने जो हमारा CS डिपार्टमेंट है उनको कहा कीजिए कम से कम वो हमारे लिंक में रहे शेयर होल्डर, क्योंकि शेयर होल्डर जो है कंपनी का पिलर है और उनके ही लिंक में अगर कंपनी नहीं है तो फिर कैसे बात बढ़ेगी. और बाकी सर मैं जो हूँ इस शेयर में बहुत ज्यादा बुलिश हूँ, क्योंकि आज ये 120 रुपए है. ठीक है, तो मैं आपको वैसे तो मेरे को नहीं कहना चाहिए, लेकिन मैं फिर भी ये कह रहा हूँ कि 2025 एंड तक का मेरा टारगेट इसका 2500 रुपए का है सर. और आप होता देखेंगे और आप मैनेजमेंट की भी वर्थ बढ़ेगी और हमारी भी वर्थ बढ़ेगी, जिसमें कि मैंने कलेक्ट करने कम से कम 4 से 5 हजार शेयर इसमें. तो सर आप अच्छा काम करते रहेंगे तो मेरा ये टारगेट जरूर पूरा होगा. बस इसके साथ धन्यवाद.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite our last speaker present in the meeting, Mr. Anil Mehta. Mr. Anil, you are in the panel. Please enable your video and you may speak now.
Hello.
Mr. Anil, sir, you are audible.
Hello.
You are audible, sir.
Yeah. Good morning to this Anil Mehta. I attend this meeting from my residence, Kandivali, Mumbai. The nice explanations given by the person. Now, with this resolution, I think that company will go in a new height. So for that, we are supporting all the resolutions, and thanks to the Secretarial Department led by Mr. Subramanian, and also our RTA, Link in Time, particularly Ashish, Rajiv, Jitesh, for their cooperative and supportive nature. All the best and thank you.
Thank you, sir. Chairman, sir, with your permission, can we allow Mr. Abhishek to speak?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Abhishek, you are in the panel. Please enable your video and you may speak now. Mr. Abhishek. Hello. Mr. Abhishek, you are in the panel. Kindly speak. It may be some network issue. So with this, we conclude with the speaker session. Now I hand over the proceeding to the management. Subramanian, sir, kindly proceed with the agenda.
May I come in? Just a couple of points. Yeah. कैलाश मुझे आपका फोन आपका माइक्रोफोन म्यूट में है. There are few questions which were sent to us by email. One is from Mr. Avinash Mule. He said he will not be able to join, but he had sent the queries. And also Sutanu Chakrabarti, he has also sent few queries. They obviously overlap. I think some of these things I have already explained. These queries are related to the pilot plant and its production schedules and the amount of gold that is produced. I think that I have already mentioned that. And Kyrgyzstan project, the start date and its plan, that is a second question which I have explained. And also he wanted to know about the Jonagiri production, whether we are on the track or not. As I said, we are on the track. So these are the three main queries by Avinash Mule. And with regard to the Sutanu Chakrabarti, again, the queries are more or less same. That is regarding the construction and the development, infrastructure development around Jonagiri gold mines, the target timelines, and also he wanted to know about Tanzania PLs and also any development on the other PLs in that area. One question he has asked previously, about 2 years back, we were thinking of acquiring a gold project that is owned by Lake Victoria Gold Fields in Tanzania. But now we have withdrawn from it because the one is we have got sufficient gold projects at this point in time, and also that was there were few other issues like the approvals and all have still have to come. And for a mining project at this stage, we don't want to invest into that. So almost about a year back, we have withdrawn from that. That is that's one thing I haven't added. He has asked for it, and rest of the things like the Finland project updates we have given, and an Altintor, and also the nickel copper project in Balukona, and updates on the consultancy services which I had explained. One other query he has is the present status on Ganajur and Hatti case in Supreme Court. I actually would request Subbu to answer this particular query. Subbu, can you please?
See, regarding this Ganajur ML and Hatti, as the shareholders are aware, we had filed the writ petitions in the Karnataka High Court in 2022. So post that, there were a lot of developments which the shareholders know, and the central government sought to club all these cases into the Supreme Court, which was not accepted by the Supreme Court. So all these cases came back to the respective high courts. So in the high courts, 2 or 3 hearings took place. In the meanwhile, there was a judgment in a case called Indosil case during May 2022, which was substantially similar to our Ganajur ML. So in fact, ours was a better case as per the opinion of our legal counsel. So we, against this endorsal judgment, the state government has gone on appeal against in the Supreme Court. So what we did was we also attached ourselves in that endorsal judgment as an impleader, because this was on the basis that in the Karnataka High Court, the central government and the state government councils told that since all these parties are relying on the endorsal judgment, so all these cases should be adjourned in the Karnataka High Court pending judgment in the endorsal appeal in the Supreme Court. So in order to protect our interests, because if the endorsal hearing, appeal hearing is happening in the Supreme Court, so we wanted to protect our interests. So basically what we did was we filed an impleadment application in the endorsal case, and we attached ourselves as an impleader in that case. So in the Supreme Court, the hearings have been going on. So, but there has been a lot of developments. Other parties also from various high courts wanted to join into the endorsal case. So the latest stage was last hearing took place on March 5th. So after that, the hearing hasn't taken place. So we are also in discussion and getting feedback from our lawyers. So as and when there is the next hearing takes place only, we would get a idea of what is happening there. Because when the last hearing happened, the court had adjourned the matter for directing circulation of the pleadings to all the concerned parties. So because other parties like us also want to join as impleaders. So this is where the status is. So we will update the shareholders in this.
Yeah. I think that these are the queries that have been asked through emails.
Thank you, Hanumaji. Shareholders, please note that we are happy to answer the questions that you will still have, and we welcome you to email your queries to us, and we will respond promptly as always. The Board of Directors have appointed J. Shah Rati Associates, Practicing Company Secretaries, Mumbai, as scrutinizer for the e-voting process. Further, I hereby authorize the Company Secretary to declare the results of the voting and place the results on the website of the company at the earliest. The resolutions as set forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. Further, the combined results of remote e-voting and electronic voting at the venue, along with the scrutinizer's report, shall be communicated to BSC. The results shall also be placed on the websites of the company and linked in time. The results of the poll shall be displayed at least 3 days on the notice board of the company at its registered office and will also be placed on the company's website. Also, the scrutinizer's report will be placed on the website of the company and on service provider's website within 48 hours from the conclusion of the EGM. May I request all shareholders who have not cast their vote, please vote as per the instructions given in the notice of the meeting. All the items of today's EGM have now been transacted. With this, the EGM comes to an end. Thank you for attending the meeting.